Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the Gauntlet. It is time to see who will be making it to land. $75,000. I will be. I did it! I made it to land! I'm going! I'm out!
Yo, right. I'm going to be there. The production guys are going to be there. We'll be there.
I'm back. Actually, it is. I found out it's here. We're at the same. I didn't need to go anywhere.
Yeah, dude, I live 5 minutes away. It's convenient.
It's me. Dude, awesome, man. All right,
Hell yeah.
You know, we have land coming up. It's the Masters land, $75,000 in prizing on the line. And these teams are fighting for a place to get in there. We saw in Europe it was largely contested, but interlopers made their way there. And now we are seeing if it can be Panda Global or will it be AGG, 3rd and 4th seeds in the Masters qualifiers fighting knuckle to knuckle. It's going to be exciting, man.
Panda Global looked really good. They looked really dominant. And here's the thing. Aggression's not in the game anymore.
Sure, but deft hands is. Watch out.
Yeah, you got to watch out, man. The quick hands.
Quick hands, exactly, especially with Lex back in the game. Let's take a look at the standings so you guys see exactly where we have going, just to see where the path was going forward from today starting. Remember, we talked about EU. We did that in the first part of the broadcast, and now North America is where we'll be watching today. And you can see how everything transpired just in North America right now. Panda Global have beaten Spooky Sports 2-0 following that win.
Solid win, man.
Very
I mean,
solid.
It was not close. Panda Global just looked good from the get-go, and I think they're hot. You know, we said this before, but Flashpoint, they had a bit of trouble. It was an upset. Panda Global looks solid, and I think they got a really good opportunity going in hot against a team that's cold, right? Like, maybe they got their scrim partners to wake up. Yeah. Which is a struggle sometimes, let me tell you. But maybe Aggression got some scrims in to warm up. Maybe not. They got to go in hard on Serpent Beach. We just saw it. Panda Global played very well around the choke points of this map.
Absolutely. Team AGG going to be looking to ban out Stone Keep here. Jaguar Falls taken away from Panda Global. These are really weird bans for both of these teams, which tells me that they're looking for a one-win scenario. They're looking for maybe a jank play here, maybe an Ice Mines, maybe your Timber Mill, maybe a Fish Market. If you're going to pull out any tricks, this is definitely the time.
As well. You got 2 weeks of like silent practice after this, right? You got some time to prepare.
Yes.
So you can use your cheese, use your secret strats here.
All the cheese.
And then have new ones ready. I'm hungry.
So Panda Global, me too, man. Panda Global will find an answer for this set with Makoa first pick. Bomb King will actually be taken as first pick for AGG. So that means we will not be seeing Panda Global.
Shaolin, though. I mean, Bomb King, Shaolin, solid damage dealers. So honestly, today Shaolin hasn't been as effective as maybe we've seen in the past. And I think really a part of that is the shields just getting in the way. Whereas Bomb King, man, like their shield's up, but he's like, cool, I just have something to hit.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And, you know, here looking at Bomb King here with AGG, Rovaniik, he's one of the best Bomb King. This guy knows everything about Bomb King. And I actually use one of his loadouts when I play. He's very, very effective. Introduces the Royal Decree card in there, which gives him some extra reload speed after he detonates the bombs.
Which is exactly when you want to reload, so it makes a lot of sense. Lex is picked up by Panda Global. Z1 probably going to be the player for that one, and Cassie going to be played. We haven't seen her yet today.
Yep. Z1 also plays Cassie.
I like her against Shaolin because you wait for the heat haze. Maybe it's just me in casuals. You wait for the heat haze, and then you scout. And you only ever ult when Shaolin ults.
So it's just a salty ult. Salty
BM you just never let him use his ultimate.
That's what you do?
Yeah.
In casuals?
I'm a jerk.
You are?
Yep, and I love it. It's fun. Ying and Barrack for the double deployables. Let's get back on top. Ying and Barrack, double deployables, solid. Drogo's, though, I mean, he doesn't care, right? Like the fire spit, the aerial damage, shooting over the shields. He's going to blow those deployables up. And AGG, man, they're going to have to keep dropping them. They're going to have to hold their position. But Androxus could be the man to do it with that instant, like, he could be a front line for 2 seconds.
Yeah.
And that can be invaluable.
Well, Godslayer being run as the legendary is proven to be a very good zoning tool. But also, just PrinceDannyTV, he knows how to work this champion. And he's made quite a name for it himself on it as well. And on this map specifically, I feel like Androxus does quite well. Let's take a look at Panda Global. Rude will be running Combustible Drogo. Z1 Unknown. Death Hastens Lex. Tooney on Exaction. Cassie away from the Bomb King this time. Ripen Gourd for Smidgen on Maldamba. And Pluck, Dredge Anchor, Makoa.
On the other hand, it's going to be Bubble Boy running the Focusing Lens for the damage Ying. Prince Danny with the Godslayer zoning in the front. JAKEB with Recurve for the damage. And Rovaniik on Bomb King. Accelerant, we've seen that all day. Fortify from ElZulu. Barrack going to be in the front, shielding to protect his homies. Now, Bomb King, man, he's ready to move out. I'm ready to go. I'm excited to see what's going to happen in this game. This is our final set of the day to determine the North American team going from the Gauntlet to the Paladins Masters Invitation.
Already, Bomb King, Grumpy Bomb thrown out by Rovaniik just to zone on the left side. Now he wants to jump in. He doesn't have that Grumpy Bomb, but look at this. PrinceDannyTV, JAKEB going in and making things happen. Oh boy, the onslaught is real. They just put on the full throttle and made things happen. Rovaniik as well. PrinceDannyTV, I think, picks up 2
like
or
a
3
SWAT
there.
Team. They just stacked up. They're ready.
Go.
1, 2, 3. Blue team, red team. Go, go, go. And just everyone died. It looked easy, and I know it's not, because these guys would wipe the floor with me, but man, that was impressive. Already captured 130 in, and you got to remember that counts the spawn time. That's a 40-second point. It's almost perfect.
Absolutely incredible play coming out there by AGG and just taking command of this as well. Bubble Boy keeping everyone healthy and alive with the Ying, and of course, he and Rovaniik are going to be a dangerous duo here. On the right side, though, really good play there by Rovaniik. He's just going to use that bomb, hit himself up a little bit more, shift the momentum in his favor. But PrinceDannyTV going to get largely caught out here. Going to run over the gourd and get helped out here.
Yeah, he's all right here. And PrinceDanny now just trying to sit in the back line, do some damage. And that's the nice thing about Androxus. You're a flank, and you excel when you're behind people, right? When you're getting around like he is now. But you can still do some damage when it calls for it. Looking for the reset, 1,400. Ow, that Ying player, Bubble Boy, really feeling that one.
Tons of damage coming out there as well. And so you see just in the air, JAKEB still firing largely a player that we've seen stay around in the pro scene and still being effective to this day. And getting some heals here from Bubble Boy as well.
I love the reset. That's a good call. And you know what? I think they just need to stack up and go again, right? Because they got the Androxus ult, they got the Ying ult, they got the Bomb King ult. I mean, they're close enough, right?
Yeah.
So I think they could either go all in or just, play it safe, build up the ultimate for their Barrack and their Shaolin, see what's going on. We'll see, man. AGG, I think they're in a solid position, but there is the death from above.
Uh-oh, King Bomb getting started. 2, Rovaniik picks up 1. Will he survive? He will not. So trading 1 and trading an ultimate largely not in his favor. Z1unknown doing some great poking here with JAKEB, but it looks like Z1unknown is going to have to slide out of the Cacanuck. Almost going down, and he does. JAKEB gets a kill here. Is he going to impale? He's looking for Z1. Oh, long-range shot. JAKEB finds it again. JAKEB going to get a double, make it a triple in this push. 2-0 here, and looking for 1 in the air. Oh, JAKEB, 4 kills.
I mean, he won that point. Like, that was Jake. Came around the corner, found the kill, pick up the Makoa, and then it's just bang, bang, bang. Well, bows don't go bang, but, pretend that made sense, right?
Sure.
And he's just getting all the kills that he needs to wrap that up and get the final 15% of the push. Now, going to round 2, man, ElZulu on that 5 streak, doing a fantastic job of just holding down the front for his team. And I don't know, man. AGG did so well on that last point. I want to see them push Panda Global out again, but maybe Panda Global, they had a chance to talk about it, right? Maybe they're like, okay, this is what happened. Here's what we need to do next time.
Absolutely. Hi-Rez is coming out here for Bubble Boy and PrinceDannyTV. We've got a life rip for JAKEB. Just going to get some extra life steal, especially off the planet. He might just be able to get and turn a fight around when he is low. 92% for the Heat Haze. Grumpy Bomb already thrown onto the point. Rovaniik just being anticipatory with that zoning tool. But Z1unknown already on with a flank. Withdraw has to be used. And they force out and they kill JAKEB in the process. But another flank coming out from PrinceDannyTV. He gets so high in the air. He's trying to find Rude. Rude does go down. Thanks to Rovaniik. Godslayer will not activate, though. He will not find damage off the reversal. But he will see his teammates fall as well. And wow, Panda Global maybe turn this around.
Yeah, I mean, man, I'm surprised PrinceDanny survived that. Fantastic play, but I expected him to die. And look at this. The solo Barrack just doing the shield within the shield, run around, exploit the Venn diagram to stay alive for just a little bit longer. Dread Serpent's going to force him out, but honestly, that Dread Serpent basically only results in 1 kill. Sure, Bomb King's a little bit low, but, well, now Z1unknown is falling. Cacanuck around the side. He's controlling the point, but a Grumpy Bomb's there. He's going to have to back up at 90% to 7. Even when HG is pushed back, they've still got better point time.
JP's playing nuts right now. He's actually part of the reason. But Rude comes back and answers 2, gets Rovaniik and JAKEB, but Tooney is here, and he's ready to try and find a double kill of his own. Nice. He's going to roll into PrinceDannyTV. Can't find the blast shot midair, but Rude will actually follow him, and Rude Rude will get the kill, and that is 50%.
That all was for positioning. Right? Actually, you know what? He knew he'd get the kill anyway, so he decided to get the 30% back. That's what it is.
And there it is. That's what he wanted to do. And of course, you know, this is even, man, but 96%. Here comes Rovaniik. Oh, objective captured. And they have let Panda Global back in this game. Rovaniik just a day late and $1 short. PrinceDannyTV uses an ult, but gets sniped out of the air by the Hunter's daughter. Cassie will find the kill there and just hide back, get healed up by Maldamba as they move forward here with a chance to tie things up.
That's right, but it is a solid hold coming out from AGG. Sure, it's 3-on-5, right? But that Barrack front line held for quite some time. He was able to set up those turrets, but Bubble Boy pulled out of position, and a rare death for a very solid Ying player. Now, Panda Global, they've got an opportunity to push forward, man, but they gotta try and find the conversion if they want to tie it up 2-2.
I like how Tooney just gives that up. He missed the exaction shot, doesn't get the bonus damage. It's fine. I'll pull on back to my team. Don't need to try and force a fight where I don't have the advantage any longer. Again,
does he know
trying
the
to
shot?
fight, and this time he hits it. And sometimes the best way to fight and to win a fight is to refuse to fight until another day, and Tooney makes an example of that, but Rovaniik goes ahead and avenges his friend here. 2 kills for the Bomb King player. A consistent theme of today has been Bomb King, largely back in the meta, and a little forehead jump there. Doesn't quite hit up onto the upper rail, so he will be content to sit back.
Yeah, he didn't even want to go there anyway, right? I mean,
yeah.
Anyway, this drone was up in the air. Oh, that was a solid one. Air blast out of the air. Great clap coming out from Rovaniik and doing a ton of damage as round the side, it's actually PrinceDanny and the Androx is backing up. Z1 will fall. Caught out of position there. Rovaniik very low, but he's still feeling himself, man. He's going around those corners. Will die for that. And they're pushed back, right? It's fine.
It's worth it, right? Because the proximity for the respawn is definitely in favor of AGG right now. They can lose one, and it means less to them than if Panda Global lose one and have to come and traverse the entire map. 42 seconds left. All of those seconds are valuable, and Rovaniik's still going to be nice and healthy when the fight actually ensues here. I'm just worried about how they're going to be able to deal with the Grumpy Bomb pressure. They're going to need some air pressure from Rovaniik, maybe a big salvo to spread out this team and then pick off a good target with either a Dread Serpent or a hook. And look at this. Rude and Z1 Unknown, they answer the call, but there's the Grumpy Bomb that we were talking about. But they will be able to find ElZulu, and Rovaniik with Combustible will go down to Z1 Unknown's pressure. Panda Global here, and PrinceDannyTV triple kill for Z1. Gonna take Androxus out of the sky and help Panda Global to have a chance still to push this.
The Lex Ultimate is available, but it only gets a kill when the enemies are below 65% health. Easier said than done at this level of play. King Bomb coming through. Rovaniik will find a kill on a Smidgen. He's doing a fair amount of damage as Cassie taking down as well. The accelerator all the way to the wall of the map, and Rovaniik throws his Grumpy Bomb back in. He's doing so much in this team fight, but JAKEB, man, he's in trouble. That final swing is not going to get him, and AGG able to defend. It was very close.
Very close.
But man, it's the inches that count. 3-1, AGG in a very solid spot.
You know, you see, you know, all those ults used. It's because they needed to. Now the 3-1 advantage, just defending there, having that 2-0 lead means so much in these games because now AGG can sit back. They did a nice defense and they can win the game with this capture objective. But Panda Global, they won the last capture objective. Yeah. They tied things up in the credit score in terms of those 300 extra bonus credits for capping. So it's pretty much an even game here.
But even though Panda Global took the last objective, I mean, it was very close to just going all the way for AGG right from the start. Like, it was almost 10% to 100, right? AGG have been very strong around these capture points, and I think really I would bet on them to capture this one, right? I want to say it's like 60-40, and Rovaniik already going in, he's identified a pattern with the way Panda Global are playing. They're always coming around that high side, but now they're moving forward, I think maybe faster than Rovaniik thinks. It's a big stack coming through trying to find the kills.
Well, you know what we saw on the first point fight, the thing that gave AGG their advantage was the aggressiveness early on. Yet they've kind of stopped playing that game. Things have changed. JAKEB still trying to fire in the skies and get Rude out, but he's going to get pulled in during the planet. JAKEB will slay Cacanuck, but he will fall in the same way. But can you say that a tank versus a damage dealer is going to be more efficient? Oh, try the solo on PrinceDannyTV. Steals the Lexecute there with the reversal shield and shuts down that play. Z1 Unknown not going to get away with any solo ults today.
And I mean, I think that's like just the new champion, the new car smell, right?
Yeah.
Not really knowing those sorts of interactions. I think PrinceDanny realized he was completely safe, and Z1 just didn't really know that that wasn't an option there. Now Bubble Boy moving around with that dimensional link. Chasing forward is Tooney.
Nice
and, you know, we saw this last time, right? 35%. They're doing all right. They're starting to hold their ground. But AGG, man, with JAKEB falling, they got to get that barrack in there, and that's easier said than done.
Uh-oh, Rude is very low, but he sees Rovaniik, and Rovaniik just may die, but he gets healed up. Oh my goodness gracious, Ying's healing is so impactful to Rovaniik. It heals him up on the way, and that largely helps PrinceDannyTV to get a triple kill at the end of the game and give AGG the first win over Panda Global. What an intense match, and really that Bomb King at the very end, that Bomb King King Bomb, and then the Androxus being able to finish things off, that combo, that saved the day for AGG.
My question is, does Panda have a Bomb King player? Because, you know, maybe...
Tooney.
Right, yeah, of course.
He's nuts.
Right.
Yeah.
So, like, maybe it's not the Makoa first pick, right?
That's right. I mean,
Bomb King, man, he's been so good today that maybe he's just better. We saw a lot of really solid play, though, so I don't want to put it on just that one pick, but Rovaniik was huge for his team, dealing 70K, but JAKEB, man, he was hitting shots all game long. He never stopped laying off, dealing that damage consistently.
Yeah.
So the 75K, he did earn that. But I don't know if there really is a Shaolin player that's, like, as worth taking the Shaolin away versus the Bomb King.
Yeah, exactly. I think the Bomb King, just, you know, when you talk about Rovaniik and his ability to just know this character in and out and have experience with him, he's one of those players where you might say, maybe we do take the Bomb King here. It's so good for Tooney. It's so good for Rovaniik. If we could switch the field that way, we might have a chance. Heading into the, of course, the maps for game number 2, it could all come down to this, Cred. And AGG looking at victory in the face here. A lot of these players have been to LAN. A lot of them haven't. And that's pretty exciting stuff. PrinceDannyTV, he actually was one of the first people.
Near miss, right?
I remember PrinceDannyTV came into one of the streams I was on back before the Paladins channel was even big. Actually, we had about 40 viewers at that time, and he was saying that I'm going to be the best player in North America. I'm going to be the #1 player in North America. And he would come into the stream randomly, my streams, and just say, I'm going to be the #1 player in North America. I'm like, who is this guy? PrinceDannyTV, what? I don't even know you. And now he's on the precipice of actually making a land for the scene with $75,000 on the line. I don't know if that's living up to your word.
He's got a good shot, man.
He could do it here.
Panda Global, they also got... Ooh, they can't take the Bomb King away because it's first pick. They will get Makoa. Honestly, it's a pretty good consolation prize, but... You know, it's 1-0.
Crazy.
This is the decider game. Panda Global needs to win this to stay in the set. They got one shot, one opportunity. Mom Spaghetti.
Mom Spaghetti.
I'm hungry again.
You keep mentioning all this food, man, on cast. We got
Dude, give me some Parmesan cheese, please.
Oh, man, it sounds delicious. My God.
Yeah.
Panda Global, now without the opportunity to pick up a Bomb King, find themselves grabbing a Makoa and a Shaolin. 2 strong picks, but Shaolin, I don't know if that's a second pick for me. He's definitely third, fourth pick, but second pick seems to be weird. JAKEB having some really good performances.
I mean, they did second pick it, but, like, JAKEB did 75K damage, right? Yeah. So that made sense.
I guess that does
for
make
AGG.
Sense. Yeah.
Is it Prince Danny's? I hope it is. I want to see that.
I think it is.
I mean, you know, I feel like Androxus and Lex, they're not the same. They don't play the same.
Sure.
It's different timing. It's about a 0.2 second difference per shot, and Lex is going to hit a little bit harder, but it's still the revolver, right? Like, it's just that direct, like, pow, right to the head. I think Prince Danny's your boy for that. Barrack picked up for Panda Global with the victory. And again, last time we saw this, it didn't work.
See, here's the thing, too. The Drogos. No one on AGG playing Drogos. This is really weird because Rude gets a last pick Drogos every single time. But because of that, they can pick whatever they want. They know that they're not going to get an Eevee. There's no Andro coming out in this lineup. Panda Global is picking a Drogos. And so they will pick a Torvald into a Drogos, which is weird. And if they don't pick Drogos...
It's Frog Isle.
I will...
Right? Like, it's the ceremonial Torvald pick on Frog Isle because you get to ult people off the edge.
Oh, it's a Pip! Okay, all right. Thank you for throwing things off, man. Wow,
yep,
I was going to say, if they didn't pick a Drogos there...
Wait. Drybear was right. Healer Pip!
Well, you know, he's technically classified as a support. But
no. But
we all know that he's
this is probably Mega Potion, right? Like,
well,
I don't think you're going to solo heal without Mega Potion.
But you're right, man.
Well, let's see when we get to it.
You're actually right. So Rude
I'll let you say it, though.
Okay,
Prince Danny
right.
with the Death Hastens on Lex. It's going to be Bubble Ploy yet again playing Ying with the focusing lens. JAKEB on Tyra. I'm excited for this. If he could play Tyra as well as he played Shaolin, ooh. All right, Rovaniik on Bombkin. We've already seen this. It was monstrous in the last set. And Torvald with Field Study, buff up the Tyra, protect her. Ying going to heal her up, and then knock people off the edge with your lovely ultimate.
And Rude going to be here for recurve Shaolin. Tooney on Gunnery. Iron Sights. Legendary half shell for Makoa. Smidgen Mega Potion for the Pip. And Cacanuck running Fortify Barricade. It all comes down to this for these teams. Will Panda Global be able to turn things around with this Pip play? Will PrinceDannyTV be able to secure his opportunity to say he might just be the best player in the world by making himself available and signing his ticket to land here? He gets one shot, two shots there onto Rude already, and things are good for him.
Look at that full heal, though. And now Prince Danny, he's low, he's in trouble. Around the side, Rovaniik with the flank silently through the air, but he's going to fall as Rude finds a shot. Tyra cleaning up with a mercy kill, not quite finding that one as the shield is in the way. Now Bubble Boy, he's fallen. AGG has to fall back as it's just Torvald. He's pulled in, doesn't have the mobility, will fall as well. And now, I mean, Panda Global, they take the fight.
Yeah,
the Pip is real. The dream.
It's real. It's real.
Yeah.
It is real, and especially before Hi-Rez comes out. I mean, it's going to have value. And now Rude here, largely on a 4 streak, just zoning out. 296 health only, but wow, going to get healed right back
health.
up to full.
What are you talking about, man?
Thanks to Mega Potion, and
it's big.
Again, just continuing to get it. Smidgen sitting on the point here, pulling this out in a way that we haven't seen before. Even Cuskity, when he used it, was still a little bit more flanky, but Smidgen really just sitting in the back line, keeping his teammates nice and healthy. That health shell is making the difference, man. So those wreckers are coming into line, especially with the fortified barrack as well. 87% for AGG. 87% for Panda Global. It couldn't get more tied than this. Hunter's Rock comes out onto Smidgen. If they can get him down, no healing. This looks like an objective captured for AGG on Frog Isle. And this is one of the most historically snowball-oriented maps in Paladins. People get 4-0'd on Frog Isle probably more than any other map.
Yeah, I mean, it's a short map with a short push and a big edge to get knocked off of. Prince Danny round the side. I don't know if he wants this fight. I don't think he wanted that fight.
Don't think he did there. Rude just trying to shake the claim that, you know, maybe Danny is a little bit better than him, wants to get the kill, but Shaolin, largely when he gets the impale, going to win almost any matchup as well.
Usually.
And so he will go ahead and stall this push yet again. 1 minute and 52 seconds left. Correct, you know, they've got 5 ultimates. 4 ultimates for AGG. Torvald coming up soon. You know, when do they start breaking these out?
I think you just look for a pick, man, and maybe it's the Torvald, all right? Like, maybe you just go for the position, get someone all the way off the map, because looking at Panda Global, you don't have great options. Ooh, all right. That King Bomb didn't really seem to do too much, honestly. And now Smidgen healing up his front line. Tooney finding big kills with Victor. 1, 2, 3. JAKEB falling as well. Rude. Man, Panda Global, they're really in this.
Well, they're completely going forward and making sure that nice kill there by Rude. Over on the Bubble Boy.
Dude, that was that all 4 of AGG's ults?
It absolutely was. But
and
they don't still the hyper beam is here, man. Torvald hiding on the horse.
Yeah, but really I think the hyper beam is more about the point fight than the push, right?
Well, no, this push is really good for that hyper beam, right? Right where the payload is. If you can get there, they're standing on that corner. It's incredibly powerful.
But they're not even going to get there.
Yeah, exactly.
Right? Like, ooh, I don't know. It's looking a little rough. I love using that recharge movement speed, how he's using it to get a little bit forward, but ElZulu, man, he doesn't really have the opportunity to push forward anymore. Oh, man, could have been the dismount into the kill. Lex coming around the side, combat sliding in, but he is stuck between a rock and a hard place as Rude just goes for the 1-2, man. Use the plan to get that kill easy. Just
sits there, easy peasy. Danny goes down yet again to Rude, just camping this side here, and Rude gets another kill on the Shaolin. Rude proving me wrong. That take the Drogos out the lineup, and you know things get worse. Things gotten much better here on the Shaolin, and I think that's one of the benefits of kind of maybe being known for a champion here.
Oh, here it is,
pull out something else.
This is the corner, man. This is what you're talking about. Torvald could go for the really big ultimate here. Makoa maybe in trouble, and remember, Makoa's not CC immune anymore, so you can just push him right off the moment he ults.
That's
so
absolutely
there's a lot of options here. It is in overtime. If AGG steps off the point, they're gonna have a a quick end to the round, but Barrick face-to-face with Torvald isn't going to really like that fight too much.
Got to get rid of these turrets as well, but right now with Rude being back in, it is tough. Torvald has to stay exposed. He's got to get his teammates there quickly, and they do pick up Z1 and Cacanuck. Oh, this is a big deal. Rude slays Rovaniik, but they've lost their 2 tanks. And now, will Shaolin be able to take it again? PrinceDannyTV goes down to Tooney this time. Many thanks to Rude, and there it is, the Hyper Beam. It just leaves 2 there on the point, but luckily they've got the Victor back. Oh, Tooney with a huge barrage is going to get a double kill there. The triple for Tooney to follow it through. And AGG will find themselves halted by Panda Global's stolid defense.
So let's do some quick cost-benefit analysis, right? Like, that Torvald ult, man, it got 2 kills. That was solid, right? Here's the thing, though. All it cost him, or all that he really got from the other team was the Victor ult. So
yeah.
on Frog Isle, would you trade Torvald ult for Victor ult head-to-head, straight up?
No.
In 15 seconds.
And
all
you're
right,
right,
man.
so maybe they got a little bit of value off of that. But what I will say is that Tooney right now is using that barrage incredibly well. He's gotten probably 6 kills off of every time he's ulted. In total, probably 3 each. So he has used it extremely effectively. Although stat-wise and technically positioning-wise here, I think the Torvald on Frog Isle is going to be stronger. I think Tooney's making a real huge impact with these barrages and finding those clutch targets that are very immobile here. PrinceDannyTV has been largely just negated by Tooney and Rude, and that I think has been a huge issue here. Bringing Lex out and just not being prepared to deal with the Shaolin or the Victor on this map has given them a big disadvantage.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think Lex has the flank routes to not immediately get impaled by Shaolin. And let's talk about healer Pip real quick, right? Cauterize 2 is coming onto the field.
Take a look at the heals. Heal numbers.
Yeah, let's look at the heal numbers. 7 minutes in, you're seeing Cauterize 2, right? Pip topping the healing here. Whoa. Here's the thing. When a target is hit by Cauterize 2, he still heals for 900. 900.
Yeah,
that's a lot, man.
You're right. That is still a very
That's
big,
a good heal.
Well,
for your damage, for your tanks, it's not as much, but if you're damage dealers, man, that's what you need, right?
Well, yeah, for Cauterize 2, exactly. Cauterize 3, though, that heal starts to look like 240.
Yeah, 240. Pretty good for Cauterize 3, but you know it's still not good in the grand scheme of things. But Tooney certainly is. Lots of damage there. 99%, but it will be taken by AGG for now. They're pushing forward to zone, which against Makoa could be a little risky.
Oh, they didn't dismount. They didn't dismount here on the Victor. That's not good.
Yeah, Bomb King not the best at that.
No, absolutely not. Oh, here is a Grumpy Bomb and a King Bomb. Oh, it's gonna get Smidgen. That's for sure.
Right.
And there is a barrage here. Tooney's trying to find Rovaniik, but he can't. Great Torvald shield as well. It will keep him alive. Objective captured. And that Torvald shield may have just saved the day. Again, Tooney was about to clean up shop with that ultimate, but doesn't get the Bomb King, and that is a huge amount of presence that AGG now have in this push yet again.
You know, Panda Global is playing really well, but AGG is just showing that they're on a higher level, right? Like, even when Panda Global almost does it, AGG is just able to come back at the last moment. This pull, though, JAKEB doesn't have any options because, as Tyra, you pretty much just can never get pulled.
Oh! He's got
The
2!
shell spin, though.
Oh, looks like ElZulu and PrinceDannyTV picks up 1. Smidgen and Tooney go down, and the Tooney pickup is actually pretty big. PrinceDannyTV, I like the way he's playing, getting bubbled a little bit too early, though. Just as I mentioned, and ElZulu falls yet again. So we see 2 kills come out from every Torvald ult, and then he dies.
Yeah, the Torvald ults are
timing?
getting kills, but they're not being impactful. And maybe it's the push coming after the Torvald ult. Maybe they're not getting the right timing on the follow-up.
Yep.
I don't know what it is exactly, but these Torvald ults are finding kills, but somehow not being impactful, which feels strange to me.
Absolutely. I think the timing on the follow-up is absolutely what is the big key here, and you need to be able to have, I think, the Bomb King pressure coming through as well, just when people start collapsing and trying to figure things out. Mega Potion Pip, that Cauterize already starting to be valuable. PrinceDannyTV gets a Lexecute there and finds 2s. He wanted known and Rude to go down. JAKEB going to throw the Molotov in the corner, and that's huge. That means they're going to be coming out of the right side, and that just gives a really clear route for PrinceDannyTV, who gets a triple kill out of nowhere. Danny's largely been struggling this game, but on a 5 streak, and that's a 2-0 push. That means it's 3-1. Kret, AGG are 1 point fight away. Prince Danny, Rovaniik, Bubble Boy.
Prince Danny was like,
JB, Zulu, they're 1 win away from being here.
Prince Danny just used the secret Lex techniques, right? He gets the execute as we're watching the other team, right? And then he goes and he sneaks off. Nobody sees it, 3v1s outside the enemy spawn, like secret techniques. Nobody can see.
No one knows what happened.
Nobody
They just
knows what
know Danny
happened.
got a
I
kill.
don't know what happened, but Prince Danny, man, he is slaying when he gets the opportunities. But as we've said before, on this map, it can be difficult for him to find the way in, as Root is just sitting next to the corner where there's just walls, man. Impales are basically free for every path that Prince Danny wants to walk along.
Absolutely.
But I do like the Wrecker. Gives him something to do when he's not able to flank.
Absolutely, man. AGG here at the precipice of success, but DannyTV gets focused, and they know they got to get him down. He's going to be gone for the next 7 seconds, and this means Panda Global going to have the advantage. If they get Bubble Boys, well, they do.
Yeah.
They could turn this thing around.
I mean, they're going to go to 70 for free, right?
This is tough, man. They're going to have to jump into this, but they've got a King Bomb. That's the exact ultimate that you want in this situation.
Yeah.
They don't have the Hyper Beam, though, and that could be the problem.
I mean, this is all against 5 ultimates from Panda Global.
Right.
I think the Dome Shield is really going to be what you want to see here. King Bomb going
he
in.
rolled! He rolled! Oh my God, what a bubble! What a bubble there, but Tooney still takes down Rovaniik, and the Evil Mojo comes through to stop it all. He doesn't get enough of a stun, and Tooney largely kills it through. ElZulu, though, what an incredible bubble just to almost keep Rovaniik alive, but it doesn't work out. 3-2 now. Panda Global are trying to fight for this one.
All right, let me continue to tell you the gospel of Healer Pip. Here's the thing.
Tell me,
that heal is in one moment, one discrete moment. So if you got the eyes for it, and you see the Cauterize is gone,
You got the eyes for it?
yeah, you got to see that the Cauterize is off,
how do I get those
right?
eyes?
And then that's when you do your heal, you get the full value, 2,400, right? There's no ramp up, there's no like 5 seconds like Maldamba. It's all at one point in time, which is so valuable. This Torvald, he's gonna find that he's in a bit of a tough spot. Will fall, but he does get his ultimate in like the 5 seconds that he was alive after that pull.
Gret, if you're telling me that just getting a certain head attachment of eyes will make Pip's heal.
Yeah, it's the iodine goggles.
Apparently, if that just turns it into, I'll buy that chest.
I actually wonder which one he's using.
And I'll buy it for everyone. I will sponsor that chest on rain day.
Yeah,
Goggles
Smidgen, do
on
something
right
cool
there.
with an emote. I want to see your goggles. I can't tell. Anyway, but big heal's coming out there, and the card is so close, man. This very easily could convert.
My God.
Sliding into the point is Legs. He's really not the guy you want to be holding in that last few minutes. Yang's not too bad, though. I mean, she can teleport around. She's super hard to lock down, but there just aren't respawns in time. It is going to be the conversion, and now 3-3. The dream is alive, man. The Healer Pip dream.
PogChamps in chat, everybody. And you know what? Lex came in looking like how action movies should go. You know, action movies give you Bruce Willis jumps in, slides in, and then all of a sudden, every guy with a machine gun misses. You know, it's like, come on, man. How can you have that
Personally,
movie?
I prefer Van Damme.
Whatever. Everybody misses. But that's how it would have actually gone. He slides in, just gets immediately murdered and taken down. And
I mean, I can't say it was the wrong decision, right? Like
he had
to go in.
He had to try.
Maybe he can jump behind the car and everyone just misses, right? Like maybe the action hero dream is a reality, but now at the final stages, right? You got a Cauterize 3 from Bubble Boy, and that's the other thing. There's only one Cauterize 3. It's on the healer. Who is cauterizing up against Panda Global? I think they're going to keep healing all the time. Let's see those healing meters as this final fight goes in. 3-3, the final push. And on the point, it is the Torvald already.
I don't know if I like this early barrage there. He's got 0% on that. If he goes down, this is largely in, I think, AGG's favor here. Tooney already used his trump card. He's at a 19 streak, and he still has been stunned, but he hasn't gone down yet. Double kill for Tooney. He's looking for 3. Rovaniik jumping in the air. Rovaniik will slay Tooney. He will finally avenge his friends. And like I said, with no barrage and all of your cards used, there is nothing that they could do except raw play, except, oh yeah, they've got an evil mojo. This is Panda Global's chance.
But they're
they
going to
gotta
get
use
dismounted,
it right.
man. Oh, no, JAKEB looked away at just the wrong time. Tyrant, right, like instant fire, long-range damage. That's what you want to dismount. There's now maybe 10 seconds for AGG to get back in. They got to do it.
Oh, my God, what? The Hyper Beam?
I think he canceled it, man. I think he canceled it.
What the? The Hyper Beam from ElZulu did nothing. Absolutely 0 on the Hyper Beam. Triple kill for Rovaniik, though. That's all AGG needs. Ladies and gentlemen, AGG, they are coming to Atlanta.
Man, that was close, but the final fight, AGG just had lockdown, and you know, if you hadn't said anything, nobody would have known that the Torvald missed his ultimate.
I mean, it was just so obvious. I just see the...
Yeah, but Rovaniik, man, he just covered it. He came in, and he's got the angles. He's got, like, the trigonometry, right, where he sails through the air, and he's... It's like sines and cosines. I don't understand either. The programmers talk about it.
Right.
But, like, he knows how to get those angles where he's sailing over the team fight, raining the bombs down, pop, pop, pop. clappy hands. Rovaniik with the 76K, but it's JAKEB on Tyra.
Dude.
102.
Incredible plays there by everybody. Congratulations to AGG for moving forward here, and incredibly good play. A lot of these guys we've known in the scene for such a long time. Rude, Z1 Unknown, Smidgen, Cacanuck, Tooney. Incredibly strong play, but again, using that barrage so early, I think that was the game changer. That's where he got the triple, the doubles, and Rovaniik sealing the deal before he went down to finish him off. That was the big key for me.
Yeah, Rovaniik and JAKEB just doing so much damage, right? Like, absolutely unbelievable. But on the other hand, man, Smidgen, healer pit, 90K healing. I think I can safely say that in this case, Smidgen was not the problem, but it will be JAKEB, ElZulu, Rovaniik, PrinceDannyTV, and Bubble Boy, the boys from Aggression, going to the Paladins Masters Invitational in early April.
Pretty nuts stuff here, and let's take a look at the schedule for
where we've been,
the
end of our journey.
Let's take a look at our past so we can better know how to navigate our future.
It's not where you get to. Well, in this case, it is actually the destination that matters. But the journey was pretty sweet too. Interlopers and AGG will come out on top after quite a few weeks of Gauntlet lead up.
A lot of play.
This moment.
A lot of play. A lot of incredible stuff happening. You know, even Helios Force Fernando. He is FN01 Fernando. He's happy about it as well. AGG versus Interlopers. They will be the Gauntlet deciders to play for the 8th seed here. So not even these two teams are guaranteed. Only one of these teams will actually be able to play for the 8 for, of course, the $75,000 and get a piece of that pie. So a big game coming up between these two. And just huge games coming up around the board, guys. We are so excited to be able to bring you the Masters Land coming up April 7th. And you want to stay tuned for all of that action. Of course, we will not be doing anything next weekend, but we have some great stuff coming up for the Spring Fling.
That's right. Spring Fling. I'm excited. Going to see some of my old friends. Spiff Sinister, Wolfie 2032.
Oh, Chapo.
Yeah,
Stolzy will be here for the Spring Fling.
So that's when Eager's going to be there.
Stay tuned, and if you guys want to see just we have, of course, what we're talking about is the Masters Land. That is 2017 Masters Land here in April. Here are the groups. It will be Kanga Esports, D69, Team Eager, and Black Dragons, I believe from Brazil. Versus...
That's going to be Group A, and remember Kanga Esports, they're formerly Abyss, as we saw at the World Championship. So I'm really excited for that. It's actually, man, it was Jake, I think? It was
Josh
the dude
Kent?
with the Josh Kent. Yeah, Josh Kent. That's his brand. So he started his own brand with the power of his mustache. Excited to see them.
Surprised the Kangaroo doesn't have a mustache. In Group B, he actually cut the mustache. He did shave. So Group B will be Burrito, Astral Authority, which took first place in North America, and second place in Europe. Nocturnes Gaming from Latin America. So Black Dragons Nocturne still at the top of their respective South American regions. And the wild card, that last spot will be reserved for either AGG or Interlopers. So very, very tight match. This is, again, April 7th here at Hi-Rez Studios. We'll be casting this in Spring Fling next week on Thursday. Make sure you stay tuned to that one, guys. We're not going to do any other broadcasting besides that, so it's a big Hi-Rez event. Make sure you join us and donate to charity if you get a chance. Guys, I want to take a big chance to thank my buddy here, James Krett. Dude, let's hug it out, man. Hey, fantastic job today. It was great casting with you, and thank you for covering for Nick.
I'll miss you, buddy.
I'll miss you too, and hopefully, I hope we'll be able to do it again sometime as well.
Yeah, it's nice casting with someone where I can look straight at them.
Oh, it's a blessing. You know what I mean? I miss doing this sometimes, but it is nice to just look.
Yeah, we're not short, by the way. They're just tall.
Yeah,
they're freakishly tall.
That's true. That is true. So, guys, thank you. Thanks all around the board, from production, from here at Hi-Rez Studios, every one of our staff, our casters, even the casters who can't be here right now. And we are so grateful for you joining us on this journey. Congratulations to the players for making it, AGG and Interlopers, and congrats and great job to all the teams that almost made it. We encourage you to come back next time and keep playing. We got some great announcements. Of course, we're going to Spain in July, so there's a way to maybe get to that. So don't give up quite yet. Still more Paladins action to come. As for us today, that will be it. Enjoy the rest of your Saturday. We'll see you next week, actually, and we'll see you on April 7th. And as always, remember to never give up, never stop gaming, and we'll see you all do this in the realm. Do this.